Should we say the rear-ended one or the plastic knife from the chicken place? Okay, plastic knife. Plastic knife. Okay. I'm gonna go for the plastic knife one.
All they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong.
Double checked. My alert box is not muted.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
I love it so much. I hope you guys love it too. No, I don't have cheeseburger. That's not the one I did. Because several people already have cheeseburger, so I wanted something from this game that was not just cheeseburger. I have another one that I was going to do, but I was having some technical issues. And so I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want to do with it, but let me see if I can actually, like, pull it up here. I'm gonna try to do something a bit cheeky and a bit risky. So let me see here. Oh my gosh, wait. But the trick is to remember the name of the... Oh, okay. I think I remember.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
Papa B wants to know if it's donut? If what's donut? Hello, Jetpack. Glad to see you here. Oh my gosh. The explosion. The music just takes it to a whole new level. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, it was... Yes. Okay, I think I found it. So, let me see. I'm gonna... Oh, that was the wrong button. I'm gonna try to show you guys this really quick. We'll see if this works.
Come here. Come here.
So...
Come here.
So that's the one that I wanted to do something with. But I've not figured it out yet. I want to do something with music or whatever, but I've just not found exactly like what I wanted to do with it. So that was another one I had found. There's some good moments though, for sure. Oh, the new Redeem. The new Redeem is not a donut. It's the Tino Balducci one that people were doing. For a moment, it told me I didn't have enough Pa Pennies to redeem anything, and I almost had a moment. Well, Sleuthy, you can just give yourself more Pa Pennies. For every like the live gets, Joe gets a cheeseburger. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. I will say before we fully get into things, I am going to I'm gonna have to drop the volume down, like pull up the menu and do that, because it is probably going to be too loud because I didn't adjust the volume yet.
Here I am at the railroad station.
Well, I
along with
adjusted
a
them.
handful of other
Wait, I
detectives
adjusted it for
about
something
to
else,
board
I
a train
guess.
bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard.
How does this volume
Here
sound?
I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives.
Well, hello,
about to
Joe
board
Hardy.
a
Thanks
train
for
bound
joining
for
the
who knows
stream.
where.
We're going to be
The
talking
only
about you a
person
lot
who knows where
tonight.
we're going is Lori Gerard.
Still
Here
stuck
I
at
am
work, but we
the
fixed the
railroad station
vacuum.
along with a handful of
I'm
other detectives
glad
about to
you got
board
it
a train
fixed.
bound for who knows where.
Whole
The
game's so
only person who
iconic,
knows
right?
Where we're going is Lori Gerard. Here I am at the railroad
All right,
station
see you in a
along
bit,
with
Mama
handful
Beat.
of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who
Hello,
knows where
Laura.
we're going
Thanks
is
for
Lori
coming
Gerard.
by.
Here I am at the railroad station along with a...
So, okay, you're all just excited about Joe. Can someone give me input on game volume? This is a good case, minus Wonder Cop. Not Joe Hardy stealing all the spotlight of the stream.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
gosh, I'm still in love with this redemption. It's so good. You're gonna lurk while you work on stuff. Sounds good, Jetpack. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoy your lurk. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and you guys can tell me if
Only
things are
the most
wacky.
famous police detective in the country.
It's a bit soft for you, but you can still hear it. I might turn it up after we get past the opening cutscene stuff, because it's gonna be probably loud, just based on track record. I do think, though, since I'm not doing like a window share or anything, I think it's a risky move. Oh wait, no, there's a reason why I don't do this. Bob Saget. Wait, so I need to, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me try to do something cheeky here. And I want to try to show you guys like all the intro stuff, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, nope. Oh, maybe. If I'm quick enough, I just gotta be like a ninja about it. Okay. Okay, maybe. We see it. There was something. That was probably way more work than it was really worth, but dying at the Redeem Tino. Tino's a love to hate character in this game in Ice. That is very true. It's fun to rag on him and be annoyed with him. Kind of wish he would come back. I feel that. Alright, enjoy your lurk, Sleuthy. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Welcome to my latest case. Last train to
I
Blue
am
Moon
anticipating
Canyon. To
that
start,
the
choose
opening
junior or senior
cutscene, all of that
detective.
is going to
If you're
be
new to adventure
loud,
games or need some
so
help, click on
I can
tutorial.
tweak the volume after that, but I'm attempting to not completely blow everyone's eardrums out, but if you're wearing headphones, just be advised. Let's see.
Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with
This
a
part should
handful
be
of other
tame,
detectives about
but
to board
as
a train
soon
bound
as
for who
Lori
knows
gets on
where.
screen, it's
The
probably going to
only
be just
person who knows where we're
screaming.
going is Lori Gerard. That's the young
Not
woman who
Ghost Dogs
invited
of Blue
everyone.
Moon Canyon.
Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited
Look, it's
me.
Ashley
And
Tisdale.
I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy Boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another
Aren't they
one of Lori's
cute?
silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
It's the real people. in
Well,
the background.
people, now that our
Oh
little
my gosh.
orientation tour is over, let's get started.
Why are you
Okay,
screaming?
I again am Lori
Oh
Gerard,
my
and the
gosh.
first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out
Sorry,
from that
it's covering
TV
up the
show of
screen.
yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I
had
mean,
to.
Ghost
I
Chasers
couldn't handle
is
it.
like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West,
She
you are
looks
just
so
awesome. And Tino
annoyed.
Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country.
There it is.
And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend, Natalie?
Nancy
Thought about
Drew.
making that the
Whatever.
thumbnail.
All right. I'll bet you're wondering where we're
Tino
going.
is smiling.
Well, we're going
Detective in
to
the
Copper
country.
Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake
I just
Hurley,
noticed the
he
blue
had
eyeshadow.
disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
I love the implication that Nancy's sitting on the floor over there.
Oh my gosh.
Because there's
Hey,
no
What's going on?
there's no one in the chair over there. But that's the direction
People should
that
never go
Lori
tampering with
looks.
things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
Oh, Casey,
It's
that would've been
okay.
so good.
Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Time to panic. Time to spiral.
Well,
Joe?
Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff.
Not
What are you supposed
Joe.
to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
What is that face, Joe? Oh my gosh.
If I don't seem concerned, it's because
Let's
I'm
see,
not.
now it's so much
Lori
quieter.
Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually
No,
uses her
we don't
father's
have the emotional
considerable
support
wealth
pencil
to
yet.
gain
We have to get through all the cutscene stuff first. Nancy never answered that question for me. Not surprising. So I don't know if all of you guys saw my cosplay in the Golden Sluice video, but it was so hard trying to find. Actually, so I found a skirt that was kind of like the same vibes as Tortilla skirt, but I could not find a sweater like that. Like finding a brown turtleneck sweater period was virtually impossible, and I really don't know why. So it just was what it was. But the tortilla skirt should give you the pencil sooner. Well, we should have it in just a second because I think we already we default with it.
So you think her disappearing
It's
like
just
that
we
is
haven't
just
seen her
some kind of
inventory yet.
publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy and social
Nancy
etiquette does
Drew.
not go
You
hand
and
in
I have actually
hand.
met.
You're not
Sort of.
wrong.
I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Why does that
Ah,
picture in the top
Nancy
left look
Drew.
like AI art? It's probably a real painting, and that's very insulting, but
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst, Nancy.
Come here.
there it is.
Excuse me for a second.
And again, the aggressively loud cutscenes. See, okay, here's our pencil. We have the emotional support pencil. So we are all good to go.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went
Okay,
after
so
John
now
Gray.
is the audio
He went
too
straight to
quiet,
the room in the
or
car
are
that
we
used to be
okay?
Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about
I
to
get
go
excited,
in, but
I
the
get
next thing I
loud.
know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and
Wonder if
is dragging me
Charlene's
back
assistant
here,
would
babbling
remember
about
Nancy.
how
That's a
Balducci's
good
our guy.
question.
He found something on the floor right where Lori was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC forever.
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Little
Joe,
quiet.
let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
Okay,
She
I can
thinks
definitely
Lori
bump
is
it up.
faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Lori scream.
Anybody can scream.
I'm glad
Joe,
you like my
especially
shirt,
girls
Joe.
Whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
I kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Okay,
See you in a bit.
I will
You
go
know
ahead
where
and
to find
close
us.
out of this so I can bump up.
ATAC forever!
We're gonna go ahead and save too. No one ever takes my side. I'm sorry, Joe.
Here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. Here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives.
Okay, so you guys let me know how that is. Feelings on Dino have not changed. Okay. So
forever!
New pictures. Oh, wait. We gotta go back to my favorite part of this game. Send to Bess. Let me just text pictures of the Hardy Boys to Bess and George. Joe, look. Joe, look at me. Ah, good enough. Send. There is like no purpose to the texting mechanic apart from one really niche thing,
Pretty.
but
Looks like some kind of gemstone.
it's still so fun. Very nice, Tori. It says last train you have over 50 in your saves list. That's my personal problem. That's what that is.
Sadie Crawford.
The fact that it took me forever, even playing this as an adult, to figure out these are both left shoes.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Tori the Kazoo Queen. Oh my gosh. Yes. Also that this tells you a hint about the hand from the deep, so that makes sense. Why are there plates in here? And they're not padded at all. Those would be just like jostling around everywhere, breaking. Shenanigans story do tell. How do we... Wait. Oh, we don't get to do that yet. We can't do that yet. That's right.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm
Already
one of the
getting
passengers, and
flashbacks.
I just thought you should know that Laurie Gerard has disappeared.
So?
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take
Oh,
orders
Mama
from
Beat.
Mr.
It's
Gerard,
Redeem
okay?
Rave.
Right now, my orders are to
R-A-V-E.
get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
Uh-huh.
But Laurie may not even be on the train anymore.
Miss Gerard may not be on the rock, but he knows better than jump off of the train.
Oh my gosh. Tori, I need a kazoo redemption. That's what I need.
A square and a duck. Looks like some sort of steam valve.
I don't know. Oh! Hello. Oh wait, I should tell
Back
you.
already?
Talk to you guys the other stuff.
Do you think maybe one of Laurie's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Oh,
Maybe
Bob
that's what she wanted
Saget.
us to think.
Or
I
maybe
never
that's what one of them
sent
wanted to
Carter a
purchase.
video.
Well, whether Laurie disappeared
gosh.
by force or by choice,
I knew I
what
was
we've gotta
forgetting
do
something.
now is find her.
Absolutely.
Messaging him right now. I am way too ADD for important things, honestly. If I don't message him right now, I will not remember this. Okay. Get that from my side. Poor Carter. Right.
See you in a bit.
You know where to find us.
The worst part is he'd already extended the deadline, and then I just did not do it.
Yes?
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, Everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
Relatable. Didn't we already ask that?
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
It makes her work sound like a Clive Cussler novel or something.
Well, I'll let you go.
That would be nice.
She's like, I really just want to be left alone.
Another gemstone.
The fact that you can't zoom in on this puzzle still makes me unreasonably angry. No, not unreasonably. I think it's perfectly reasonably angry. This is all right. That looks right. And then no. Nope. So it's gotta be this one. This puzzle should not be hard. It's just so difficult to see anything. There we go.
Lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Okay. So there's that.
This must have been the sleeping car. I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
So, chat, I'm curious, how would you rank this game? Notebook out. So there's ill-tempered Edna. Edna the Terrible. And Yawning Alice. So Edna the Terrible says that she cries. I really like it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Isn't anything I don't like about it though. Still don't know anything past top 3, but this one is very high. Casey, I don't remember, you've probably said before, but what is your favorite game? Or like which ones are maybe your top 3 or so? And then I think Yawning Alice is like in a nightgown or something. Also, moment of appreciation for all the wallpaper in this game. I want all of it in my house. Not really. Not exactly. But sort of. I
Hey,
want
come
some of
on
these
over here.
lamps. Oh my
Hi, you're
word.
that Nancy person.
Hello.
How you doing? John
Why do
Gray.
you look like a DJ?
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to
Does
do
it
with
really
Lori's
count for
disappearance,
Cameron though? Because
analyzing
he's
these
only
readings may give me
played
a
some
clue
of the
as to
games.
Lori's
He hasn't
whereabouts.
played all the games. So it's like a temporary favorite. Usually say Cap. Yeah. I want to live in this train. That Nancy person. Just add AC, right?
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Lori?
You like it even
What
though
to
it's not
most
one of your
people are
favorites.
ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic
This is
fields
true. Maybe he'll
caused by the
maybe he'll
presence
stay
of
with
residual
that.
psychic
I know it's a
energy
lot of people's
generated
favorite.
by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
That's very interesting.
It's all very
It used to be
scientific,
like very
but
low
the
on my
fact is,
list.
Lori's missing, and
It's
I for one am
definitely
doing
higher
everything
than
in my
that
power
now.
to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could
Not
be
the
in serious
vibes.
trouble.
You just checked an old ranking you did and it's an S tier. See, the characters in this one are interesting because I feel like for me it has a little bit of like the Waverly syndrome of the characters being kind of interesting in a sense, or very interesting in a sense actually, but not necessarily likable. And that is what makes it a bit more hard for me because like this game and Waverly both, I really like the vibes. I really like a lot of the puzzles. I even like the story. A lot of things about it I really do like. But characters are interesting but not necessarily super likable in both. And I don't know. I just feel like that makes it trickier. Let's see. You had C, Lie, Cap, Whack, Kerr, and Sha in S tier. It's interesting to see another person put Lie in S tier because it's S tier or very high for me as well, and it's not for a lot of people. If you were doing tier rankings, it would be S tier for you. Fascinating. That's a very good point, Casey, about character interactions. Let's talk about Lie. I need more people to love it. I should play that game very soon because I love that game.
Charlena Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Yes, I need more people to
Charlena
love
Purcell writes
it. Like
romance
Lie
novels.
and Spy. I
End
need
of
more people to
comment.
appreciate.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank
he's
robbers,
playing it next
he can't
week.
just be a good cop anymore.
Oh,
He's got to be
I'm
a great
determined.
cop.
I will make him love
Tough
it.
to perform under that kind of pressure.
Got him to like Secret of Scarlet Hand better from streaming it. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of people don't care for Lie. And I get some of the complaints about it, but I think it's really good.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time
Mama
I
Beat's
met her was
cooking
when I boarded
something
this
good.
train with all the rest
What is she
of you.
cooking? Do you know?
I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
The fact that this
Thanks for the
guy's
chat.
head
Pleasure
is
talking to
shaped
you.
like a spinning top is interesting. He looks like a DJ. What is this? What is this nonsense? Where are you plugging in all this equipment even? Like, Why can't I clean up all your packing peanuts?
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Okay, Sickly Sarah. She has the green and blue eyes. Making French toast. Ooh, that sounds really good. I love French toast. Fly is your least favorite, even though you don't hate it. I don't really hate any of the games, but I do have some least favorites.
The Little Book of Samplers. This looks like some sort of game. Wipe out.
What? I clicked it! Why didn't it go? Oh, whatever. We'll come back to that later.
Don't do that, please. Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums.
Why is he so blurry? What's
You can play
happening?
that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
No, no, no. Don't even think about it. No, no, no. Nancy? No, no, no. Don't even think about it. Please don't. Nancy?
What if I spam
Please
click
don't.
it?
Nancy?
What if I keep clicking it?
No, no, no. No, no, no. Nancy?
Fine. Can I unplug your equipment? Is that an option?
Thomasina O'Neill.
Okay. Thomasina O'Neill. I could not tell this, but that is supposed to be this. Ooh, smacking my microphone. This thing that looks like a blue ribbon is supposed to be black hair. So there you go.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano. It's locked.
Okay. Nancy.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between
Okay.
those symbols and those numbers.
Awful Ursula.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's
Hello,
me.
Bess.
Hi, Beth.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch
Like a
of
song where the
famous
notes
people.
are just
You tell
edits of
us.
John's
This
comments.
is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call
Be on
you
the train for
Nancy,
days,
only
no
because
rush.
it's driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke, she's like, "Where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing?" Oh, George, that is so not true.
That probably is
I could care
extremely
less
true.
What Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did.
Oh
You
yeah,
got paint in
I
my
think
hair.
that
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Beat has already purchased
Actually, that looks kind of cool.
eggnog.
Nice try, Bess. No, really.
He was pretty
You're just
excited
saying
about
that
it.
because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself.
George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice
Nice
try,
try,
Bess.
Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean?
Adobe beige.
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train
Now
came out
I
of the
really
tunnel,
want to
no
go
Lori. She just
to like Home
disappeared.
Depot or something and look to see if there's a paint chip that's called Adobe beige and just see what the color looks like.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room?
Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape.
It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning.
Only it turns out she faked
It's like
the
a
whole
grayish
thing.
tan.
Of course, she claims her
I mean,
ex-boyfriend
that sounds
thinks
about
he's
right.
back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped.
Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has.
Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Lori told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold.
We already
His
texted
train
you
was found
pics of the
abandoned
Hardy
in Blue Moon
Boys.
Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
My first order of business is to find out what happened to Lori.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe?
Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
John Gray has set up a bunch of equipment in Camille's train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Say what?
He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him
I
on
don't
TV?
understand the
Because I
carpet in
watch
this
him doesn't mean I
train car.
understand him.
It's upsetting.
Talk to you soon.
We'll be right here.
Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
If I remember correctly though, all of the the wallpapers and stuff are actually based on vintage, like real vintage wallpaper patterns. I think that's correct. The RGB values for Adobe beige. Amazing. Okay, let's go this way. See Tino Balducci.
Eliza Sandberger.
Okay. Eliza Sand. Burger. It says that she has a red ribbon. Okay. Hello, Maggie. How are you doing today?
Hey,
Ah.
Nancy, right?
That's right, Nancy Drew.
Don't
Amateur
talk to him.
detective, huh?
I didn't have a
You ever
choice.
thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea.
Okay,
who the
which
perps
options
were.
should I say,
But
guys?
after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and
You found
giving
Adobe
chase,
beige wall
I
paint.
single-handedly made the call.
Amazing. The game requires you to talk to him. Should we say the rear-ended one or the plastic knife from the chicken place? Okay, plastic knife, plastic knife. Okay. I'm gonna go for the plastic
I
knife
heard
one.
all they had was a plastic knife from a carry-out chicken place.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Hey, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The
Tino's the real slug? Oh my word.
Oh, thank you.
So for Maggie and anyone else who came in late, we have a new Tino redemption in the loyalty store.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
She could have been kidnapped, she could have been tossed off the train, she could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
So, you're gathering facts?
Of course. It may not look it because that's my style. I'm a
Only
low-key
the
kind of
most
guy.
famous police
But
detective in the
I'll
country.
know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlene herself?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
Wonder what Jake used this for. Another gemstone.
Okay. Oh, there's a couple more of the dolls here. So we have Hagar Anderson. And Chantilly Hildegard. Thank you for sending me that, Lauren. Okay. Gemstones and how to identify them.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. I wonder why it's locked. And what does AG mean?
Well, you see, AG means silver. Oop,
Another gemstone.
Nancy, trying to look over here.
JH.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
Insignia.
Music really makes it. I thought the music was a good fit. Oh, I can go ahead and do this one. Yay.
There, all done.
Here we go.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall. Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
When I was first playing this game, I never looked at this and would have been like, that's a scale. I also did not understand how this worked at all. Oh, and I should have made a picture. Okay, so we need the owl and the cherry. Alright, bye Laura. I hope you have a good dinner tonight. Thanks for coming by. Wait, where am I going? I've just totally gone past what I needed. That is not what I meant to do. It was in this car. Here we go. Okay, so the owl was 7. And the cherries are 10. Okay. Oop. Imagine living here and if you lost a slug, you just couldn't get into the rest of the train. Oh my word.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Ooh. Alright, there's another slug and a bunch of papers that I guess aren't important because we can't look at them.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
So, silver, orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow. Okay. Tino's arrogance. It's bigger than his pants. I played the demo for the new Murder on the Orient Express game this weekend, and now I'm waiting for the Steam Winter Sale to buy it. Ooh. I'm not sure if I know anything about it, but it sounds intriguing. I mean, like, it sounds vaguely familiar. Like, I feel like I've heard of
Looks like
it.
to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think.
For some reason, the thirsty nose, like, thirsty always makes me think of Shorty, because to me it sounds like a mashup of Shorty and Thurmond. Which I guess would be more like 30, but... Okay, Naughty Tina... She has the crack on her head. Okay. I think that's the only thing from in here. Yep. Okay. Also, I love that there's a bunch of
This is where
repeat
Jake's
valves.
pickaxe goes.
There's somewhere... Is it somewhere else in this game or in another game where they just copied and pasted the same things? This looks like the ones from Ghost Dogs, honestly. Hello, Ducky. Hope you're
This is where
doing
Jake's
alright
pickaxe
this evening.
goes.
Danny Jordan streamed the demo a few weeks ago. Okay, maybe that's why it sounds familiar to me. Set in December 2023, they changed the ending and added an additional mystery and second playable detective. Ooh, that sounds fascinating.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders.
So now we
have
should
no
be able to
idea
start
which
collecting
one
the
goes where.
gemstones.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
Oh yeah, right over there. It's the same exact images of gauges.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
Okay, so let's look at our checklist.
Still have to do. Haven't done that yet. Still have to do that.
Well,
Still have to check. Haven't done that yet. Haven't done that. Still have to do that. Check. Can't check that off yet. I'm done. Can't check that. I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
cooking dinner right now. Back hurts today. I'm sorry, Ducky. Okay, let's go talk to the Hardy Boys and see about opening that box, maybe grabbing some gemstones, and we'll come back this way. I like this little chair right here. This chair, that's really cute. Okay, so it's orange, blue, green, red, purple, yellow, hello, Susie. Hope you're feeling a little bit better today.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
And hello, Jessica. I love the thumbnail. Well, thank you. I could not really think of what I wanted to do, and then I just was playing around and did that. And, that's just what happened.
Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Looks like it's Wilson with 2 L's. It's interesting spelling. I'm sorry you're not feeling better, Susie. Wait, is this where I wanted to be? Oh, I need to look at the box over here.
Teddy Eberhardt.
Eddie Eberhardt. Susie, if you're able to, it might be helpful to, like, be able to go sit outside some and get some sunlight. Getting the vitamin D from a free source, it might be helpful. And actually, one thing too, I don't know if you like mushrooms at all, but just like whatever cheap mushrooms from the store, if you get some mushrooms and you put them out in the sun for like 30 minutes with the gill side up, like upside down, they absorb vitamin D like really, really well, and they even retain it when they're cooked, and so it's a great way to help get vitamin D in as well. But I know it helps a lot with the immune system, so... Well, yeah, you're not gonna have sunlight right now, but for tomorrow, it might be helpful. Okay, so
What have you got?
Okay.
I found a diagram for some kind of contraption.
It always
that Jake
startles me
designed,
when I
but
turn to the
operate
side
it,
and they're
you need
just
his
staring at
pickaxe
me.
and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her.
Show her what?
That old picture we found.
Okay.
I love
We
how Joe
found
has
this
no
on the
idea what's going
bookshelf.
on.
See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn
He's like,
Shop.
what?
That's
Show
gotta
her
be the
what?
same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
Taking a bath with Vicks bath salts. You might have some tea. Staying on Tylenol too for the fever. That sounds like that would be soothing. The bath and tea.
Talk to you later.
You know where to find us.
I know with Mr. Beat, it's always a difficult thing with the, with fevers because, like, there's this balance where having the fever can help you to fight off whatever, but also he runs really cold and is very sensitive to fevers. So once he hits like 100, he starts to hallucinate. And I'm not even kidding. I thought he was just making that up when we first got together. But the first time I was around him and I think he ended up getting the flu. And amazingly, I didn't get it from him. But he was laying there and he said something about like, do you see the purple monster over in the corner, or like something like that? He was like, do you see that creature over there? And I was like, no. And he was like, okay, I didn't think so. I just wanted to ask. And I'm like, what is going on right now? But he was literally like hallucinating things. It was wild. You're drinking lots of water and orange juice earlier. That sounds good. I was thinking about the sunlight thing because the sunlight is like, well, orange juice will do good for giving you some vitamin C, but also you need vitamin D to make vitamin C effective in the body. So it helps a lot too. But, what was the other thing I was thinking of with that? So one thing I did when I was in college for when I would get sick, because it was really easy to keep on hand, because it was fairly like inexpensive, but it was shelf stable. Is you can get, hear me out, you can get like Tang or something like that, because, and I mean it's not natural vitamin C, but I mean honestly, like orange juice, they add a lot of artificial vitamin C too. But the Tang is like a powder you just mix in with water, and it has a lot of vitamin C in it. So it's a great way to have a shelf-stable vitamin C source. That would be cheaper than like the gummies and things like that. Oh, whenever you were sick as a kid, you had congee. Any sort of like porridge sort of things like that is very soothing when you're sick, that's for sure. Yes, astronaut style. Tang, like the astronauts. Those sound effects are so annoying. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. We need to go open the thingy. The first several times I played this game, I would get so stalled out once I got to this point that I'd done like everything I could on this part of the train and that you can do before getting to Copper Gorge. And then I always thought you had to have some sort of a code to do this. I didn't realize and would never remember that it was one of these memory sort of things. Like, I never knew that. So, and then I just didn't remember it in other playthroughs or whatever. So I would just be like, well, what am I supposed to do now? And it was so annoying. But I know there's other people who have been like, I never had that issue because it stayed down with the first one I clicked. And I'm like,
Lori?
Who has that kind of
Oh
luck?
my gosh! I never thought you'd
Oh
be the
my
one to find me.
gosh.
No
I love these
offense.
pillows. Not gonna lie.
Nadine?
Pillows are amazing.
Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
Eggnog doesn't help the sickness, but any excuse for more eggnog? Oh my word. Yeah, I feel like eggnog would not be ideal when you're congested. But, you don't know what that was. Oh, are you saying about Tang? It's like T-A-N-G. It's just like, it's a powdered orange flavored drink. Kind of like Kool-Aid or something. But it's basically like a shelf-stable powdered version of like orange juice. Essentially. But tastes pretty good, and it's shelf-stable and has a lot of vitamin C. So when I was in college, I would keep that stuff around, and then I would just make that a bunch at my dorm room and just chug it when I was sick, and it actually really helped. But anyway. Oh yeah, Jessica, I was literally just thinking about your playthrough that you posted, because you had the thing where like you cut it off right at this point in the game and started the next video there. So I was just thinking about you. Oh my gosh, not Lori Gerard in the chat. Tang went to the moon with the Apollo missions. I mean, you can't go wrong with what the astronauts do.
So it was just all for show?
Well, not entirely.
Oh my word.
See, here's the deal.
No.
My dad wound up with
This is
this
Joe
train
Hardy
when he
about the
bought out North
fangirl over
City.
Lori
They'd
Gerard
been
in the
storing it
chat.
in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to
I
find
wanna
out
know-
what happened to Jake Hurley.
Why is she so breathy? Like, why is she constantly, like, breathing really hard as she talks? I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Not don't go by the directions, do double or triple strength. Oh my word. You only fall apart for JJ Ling. I mean, that's valid. Any excuse for a fruit punch Pedialyte? Oh my gosh, I haven't had Pedialyte in forever. I think you were going to
explain
why you kidnapped yourself
Oh, right.
in Tesla.
Well,
Oh
see,
yeah.
I was one of the first people in like 100 years
Big fan
to
of
set foot on
emergency.
this train, okay?
The only downside is
Everything was just
emergency
the
can
way
be
it was when
fairly
Jake
expensive,
disappeared.
so
Except, I also found this.
that's annoying.
It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to
That's
his
why
niece
Tang
back
and the
east.
mushroom trick
He
and
was real
sunlight are,
paranoid about claim
are
jumpers,
nice.
which is
Yeah,
why
it's
he
so
never
expensive.
told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where
So
it
do you
was.
only get it when
he
it's an
wrote this letter
emergency?
to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington.
Okay,
Here,
I'll show myself
take it.
out. I'm
You
sorry.
want me to have it? Why?
This is the blurriest letter
Because
I've
you
ever seen in
found
my
me.
life.
See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his
Also,
mine is
I'm sorry,
on this train.
but
He
why?
also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too.
Hold
which
on,
kinda
I
freaks me
gotta
out.
grab something.
But the thing is, to find
This is
Jake's lost
essential.
mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
What is with the downgrade in Charlena's, what is that, like cover art for her books? Like, oh, hitting buttons, sorry guys. How is it that Charlena Purcell went from having a book that looks like this to having this thing that's just purple with a blue circle on it? Look at the downgrade. Like, what is this? What is that all about? Like, I don't understand. But also, yes, this is a plug for my cosplay thing. This took not as long as it could have, but longer than maybe it should have. But I actually made Charlena's book. I took like an actual book I had, and I printed out the cover from the game and printed the spine, and then I actually made a back of the book for it. I used her paper write-up thingy that was at Miriazi's, and I took the cover art picture and put it on the back, but I blurred it and I removed the text with AI, and then I added this over the top. So yes, so I actually have a copy of Charlena's book. So there you go. But it's very fun to actually have this to, like, I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, it's weird to me that, like, that cover art's so pretty, and then this is just purple. Like, what is that?
What about the other people you invited on this trip?
If you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to
You could
Copper
think of
Gorge because
talking
that's
over
where
me.
Jake buried Camille.
I'm
So I
sorry,
figured
the
his mind might
audacity,
be somewhere
right?
around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
I don't really have a lot of Western books, so it's actually a fantasy novel. Because this is just what I had that was the right size. So it's actually a copy of, what is it? A Wizard of Earthsea, which is actually a really good book. But this was what I had that was the right size. So that's what we went with. I do have a project related to Nancy Drew books that I want to do at some point, though. Alright, Ducky, I hope you have a good night. And thanks for coming by for a little bit. Wait, Susie, have you seen the new Tino Redemption? I know I keep saying stuff like that, but people keep popping in, so I don't know who's seen it and who hasn't.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I
Wait,
just
did
thought
Ducky
letting
see
other
the
people
Tino
try to find it
Redemption?
would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
How well do you know
Only
your guests?
the most famous police detective in the
You or those
country.
Hardy guys at all? Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train. And now that someone has finally found me,
Yes, there
I
is
can
a Tino
finally
Redemption.
go meet him for real.
What about Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for
All right,
this was
Mr.
a
Beat, I'll see you
no-brainer.
in a bit.
I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
How well do you know Charlene
I'm sure it
herself?
is.
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what
Seriously,
I'd
why couldn't we
really
invest
like to
in
do is
cover
write
art?
romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a
Uh-huh.
while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, just to see what she thought.
And
She hated them.
we'll talk some more
All right.
later.
I'll be waiting.
I do love all these pillows. Not gonna lie. Oh yes. Oh,
Locked,
oh.
naturally. I wonder how you open it. Okay, got my dancing shoes on. Now what?
Oh. Wait, I need to look at the instructions. Oh dear, we're making a picture of that. There's no way I'm writing that down. Oh, I should make it back here. A whirly burly. Okay. So, first things first.
Only the
realist. I'm
most
just
famous
kidding.
police detective in the country.
Then 7. Eight. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I'm definitely doing this wrong.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see. 6. Yeah. 7. 8. 9. 10. I hate this. Ah! This is the doll popping. Excuse you. What? Literally what even? Oh. If I knew where I had them, I would show them on screen, but plug for Susie's
Camille like to
holographic
collect dolls.
gems from this game because they're amazing. Okay. Can't do that yet.
Wonder how you're supposed to get this open.
Yeah, I saw the Naughty Tina cosplay. That outfit was pretty good. It's hard to tell. That was the disadvantage of how they did things this year, but there wasn't any way to zoom in on people, so it's like you can't tell what all details people put in necessarily. Like on hers, she had a lot of tattoos, so it was hard to tell what was tattoos and what she might have like drawn on.
I can use this to open that.
So that was a
gate I
bit of a
saw in
bummer
Camille's
that we couldn't
car.
get to see things better. Just trying to think. I feel like trying to think if I remember where I have those. I remember where some of your stuff is, but I don't know. I might know. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I know. Okay, I found some stuff. I think it's in here. And if not, you guys are gonna get to see other stuff and enjoy some ASMR in the process. Whatever that word is. Okay. So I'm pretty sure they're in here. Yeah, whoop! Oh dear. Oh, they were loose. Oh no. One's in the floor. Well, now they're all on the floor. That is A-okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. My student's trying to FaceTime me and I've got stickers in the floor. It's fine. Everything's fine. The drama. So, here's some of the stickers. Oh, look at the hollow. Look at the hollow. Oh, that one's really pretty. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah. I like that one a lot, too. So, there's all the hollow gems. This one's backwards. Oh, no. They're so pretty and shiny. So, there's the hollow gems from Lemon Pepper Creations. there's another hollow gem. It's in the floor. Headphones are falling off now too. I accidentally bent this one slightly. But this is the Peridot one, I think. So it's pretty. So yeah, love those. Tourmaline is my favorite. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So, okay. Sorry, I'm having to message my student here really quick. Wanted to go ahead and try and reply because he has been calling me repeatedly while I've been streaming, so. Okay. So, oh no, it's this puzzle. Oh, we have to see the letter. Oh, we haven't read it yet.
1901, from somewhere in
Forgot we
Colorado.
needed to do that.
Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about
I'm gonna take my headphones off for a second while we go through this
and its location
and
is
pick up
lost
all the
forever.
stickers.
I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands. But with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you. Words which, when translated
Why does
into
this letter give
numbers
me
and
Blackmore
used in
Manor vibes?
combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never
Also, I
has.
wish that Jake Hurley
People
was
say I'm
narrating this
crazy,
letter.
but I've seen her and heard her and feel her presence.
That was
on
one of
the
my
train
favorite
even
things in
today,
Shadow Ranch.
20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Okay. So, gotta write down here. Calico. Silverado. Central City. Virginia City. And Tombstone. Okay. Let's go ahead now. So is right. Nancy reading the letter reminds me of the end of Danger by Design. It would add so much more emotion to all of the games. Especially Spy. Yeah, oh my word. Imagine if that last letter in Spy was narrated by the character who wrote it. Oh my word. One that was drawn all over to try and not spoil things for anyone. I don't know. It's almost like they tried that in Shadow Ranch and then just assumed it went over terribly when actually all of us absolutely loved it. So it's like I don't understand why they didn't do it again. Like, also would have been super cool if they'd done something like that with Curse of Blackmore Manor. Like, imagine all of the pen villains narrating their little things that they left behind. That would have been cool. Okay, wait, what was the next one? Central City. Let's see. Dodge City. Wish we got all the pen villain voices. Yes. It would have been so good. And then we have Virginia City. Virginia City. Then Tombstone. Okay, so now it's left us with NV.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
B A. Okay. We are plugging right along here.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Okay.
ATAC forever!
So N B R Z E E Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so loud. I forgot to warn you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's so bad. Oh gosh. Oh, that was painful. Oh my gosh. Yes, that would be amazing. Have all the Clue crew narrate.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Bestie, I think Atlantis could be somewhere on this map and we'd have no idea. There's a lot going on here. But okay, wait, we're collecting the gemstones, so there's still more gemstones we'll need.
Haven't done that. Check. Can't check that off yet.
Oh, we could go open the grate in the room with the sampler because we have the tool.
Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off. Still have to do that. Finished. Can't check that off yet. Check. Check. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that yet. Check.
Okay.
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you use to unscrew these bolts.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, come on.
More pipes to
Finally.
connect. Here we go.
Well, that one was easy. Right? It's done? Okay.
Finished? Haven't done that yet.
So we still gotta find the gemstones. Did that.
I'm done with that.
Gotta collect the items.
Can't check that off yet.
I don't know if I have enough slugs for
Still
that.
have to do that. Still have to do that. Still have to do that.
Okay, let's see. So the square is 4. And
Can't check that off yet.
the duck is 1. Let's see. No, I think we need another slug. Because we have to have 4 for that, I think. Let's go talk to... Let's see. Did Tino have anything interesting to say? We've got to get the...
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
We do need that. Carson's carbide, huh? The lamp we found? You mean the lamp that we have definitely not found yet?
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue.
Only the most famous police detective in the country.
Found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley in his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice. Help
That
you
one's
sort
going to be a
things
lot
out.
of fun when I
After
play
all,
ice as
the
well.
opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day,
How did you and Lori meet?
we met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
Not a lot upstairs.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
It's very unclear how
Yeah,
old she is as
she
well,
always told me
and that
they
makes this
were-
really weird.
I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
Ah, upsetting.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
You know where the mine is?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
Okay then.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
Throwing around that you're world famous in a regular conversation's so icky, right? Oh my word. Okay. That's fine. Just back to the peaceful music. Like that was totally normal.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are
Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both.
What?
What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
No offense, but I don't believe you.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I won't keep you any longer.
Come back anytime.
It bothers me that he's basically just DJing this whole time. We need to text more pictures to Bess. Oh, and we can go.
Nancy,
Okay.
what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from
Oh my
Jake
gosh,
to his
that was so
niece, in which
loud.
he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are
Joe, I'm
extremely
sorry, but there's no way
obtuse.
you could see anything.
You found Lori. You
Send
got
her
the
a
letter
picture
with
of
all the
Tino.
clues.
Oh my gosh.
Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
You always send best pictures of the Hardy Boys. Oh, believe me, I am already all over it. I already sent pics.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam! he
Yeah,
can
I also
swoop in
didn't
and
know
grab all
that
the credit.
Train
I wouldn't
was your
tell him a
favorite,
thing,
Jessica.
Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
Very true.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her.
I want to know why Joe has basically like strawberry blonde hair as opposed to
Talk to you later.
blonde
Sounds
hair. Even its flaws are flawless. Oh my gosh. I have my things with this game for sure.
An eagle.
But
Where else have I seen
ma'am,
an
that's
eagle?
not what I'm trying to do here. Cause there's a way to how you do this. There's a way to open the compartment thingy to show how she did it, but I don't remember how you do that. Is it like a spot on the floor or something? Or a G? I don't know. Yeah, I was looking for the button. I can't remember where it is. Because I've only done it maybe like once. At a certain angle. Yeah, that checks out. Where is it though? Is it on like the floor or is it on... Is a button on the floor? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Ah, here we go.
This must
It's
be
over
how Lori
there.
disappeared.
That's right.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
Charlena literally just does not care.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Boulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Where did he meet Camille?
I don't know that.
Tortilla
The
looking frumpy
circumstances
grumpy.
surrounding her
Oh my
passing are a bit
gosh.
of a mystery too.
This
All
outfit's
anyone knows
really
for sure
something.
is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
I will say, she looks so much better for you guys than she does for me, because the game is stretched on my monitor to like widescreen instead of being square. And so she looks, I'll just say that, she's far more crisp and not chunky for you guys. And I just realized that. I just looked over, I'm like, wait, is that her?
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective. Do you know them very
Somebody
well?
really
I don't
designed
know
her
them
and
at
said,
all.
yeah, that's
Needless
it.
to say, I
right?
don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You
Yeah,
and
she
those
definitely
two Boy
looks different
Scouts
than
you're
in
with would
Shadow
make better
Ranch.
detectives.
Of course,
Is
in
that
Shadow
all?
Ranch, like, there's her picture from Shadow Ranch, but she's not animated. She's a real person from that one. So then they matched that when they made the model. Susie, you're so rich.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
If only you could use Pa Pennies IRL. Wouldn't that be nice? Since, like, it's completely arbitrary numbers, basically. Since Sleuthie just gives us all 1,000,000 points.
Do you think she could do it?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well,
Can you
during my
imagine
next
just
break,
going
I'll
into the
log on to my
Walmart like,
archives
do
at
you
home and see
take
what I
Pa
can turn up."
Pennies?
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
I'll touch bases with you later.
That would be nice.
If only the economy could work like this, where like Sleuthie just gives us all money and it doesn't inflate the value of the currency so that it doesn't actually have a value. If only. Just spawn money into thin air without causing inflation. Okay, we need... Look back here.
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency
Okay.
brake.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came
Hello,
through
Professor
the other.
Hotchkiss.
Boy, was
Glad
that
to
guy
see you.
tense.
How are you
He
doing
said
this
the train
evening?
could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
There's no way Lori could have thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility
Professor
that something
Hotchkiss, we
less
have a
human
new
in nature may be at
redemption.
work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch
We're
you
on
later.
vacation this weekend. It starts tonight. Amazing. I didn't know you were on vacation for the whole week.
Only
Sounds
the most
wonderful.
famous police detective in the country.
Okay, let's get back to the... Oh, wait. It was over here. Oops.
Looks like Tino's through dusting for fingerprints.
Okay, well that didn't tell me anything. Ah, okay. Yes, that's the new one, Professor Hotchkiss. That's not what I wanted either.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
I didn't mention it before because it's very bizarre.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
You don't think there's anything helpful in there?
Nada.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that ready hell. Thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Trained professional. Cops have like 6 months training. Well.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course.
I definitely wouldn't
As a
call
matter of
Tino a
fact,
professional.
I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake?
I love how this
Why
thermometer
would
has
he
a
do
little
that?
antenna.
Because they're thinking about
Looks like
axing
a
his
kid's
show,
toy.
that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a
Professional
train with a
bumble
spooky
brain, maybe.
past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Who else have you told about this?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead. Take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tino will know I'm onto
Not
something.
Nancy whispering Tino will know I'm onto
Interesting.
something right in front of
I just
him.
wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Helping people's what I'm all about.
Uh-huh. Anyway. let's look at the dolls because I think I might have all the dolls. Also, I'm gonna have to look at something for getting a chair for my like computer setup here. That's actually a proper like a computer kind of chair that's comfortable and not just a wooden dining room table chair. Because I'm tired of having to readjust constantly and being uncomfortable at the computer. It's not great. Wait, we don't... Oh, no, we have to look at... That's what it was. That's the issue. We have to figure out...
Darn, the name of the shoes is so
Yeah.
faded I can't tell what it is.
Yeah. We
Maybe
gotta
Bess and
text
George
the
can help me figure out
picture
who made them.
to Bess. Bess. Bestie, help me out, please.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
Lori gave me a letter that Jake
Talk to
Hurley
you
wrote
about
to
some
his
stuff.
niece, telling her how to find his gold mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring.
Well, yeah, it's boring. You're painting it Adobe beige. Why couldn't you go with, like, something more exciting, like pink or yellow or even blue?
Actually, I already sent you a picture of the shoes.
Well then, hey, we're on it.
Oh, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
Catch you later.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Okay. Do you have the answer for me yet? I love painting. I low-key want to paint
Hey,
multiple
Bess, it's
rooms in
me.
my
Got
house,
the name of those
but
dancing shoes yet?
Still working on it.
it is
I'll
intimidating.
talk to you guys later.
Primarily because of having cats.
Well, George, back to work.
It's hard to keep them away from things like wet paint. Which is also the whole reason why I haven't done any oil painting in like forever either. Because I don't have a good place to
Yes?
put all that.
I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you
Honestly
know
surprised
that?
Bess of all people chose brown, right?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Casey,
Well,
you would
no,
hate my
but I'll
house
tell
then
you
because
what,
every
your
room
friend,
in my
that Jim
house
Harley
is
guy?
white.
Not Jim,
Except
Joe,
my
Joe
laundry
Hardy.
room.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
But it's better than what it was before, though, I will say, because before it was like a darker gray color, and I don't have a ton of natural lighting in my house, and so it seems so much darker than it is. So that was not the best. So it's helpful, but I kind of want to maybe switch things up a little bit from that at some point. Yeah, same, Susie. And I hope you have a good night and are able to get some good sleep and hopefully feel a bit better tomorrow. Sorry that you're sickly again. I don't care if other people do it, just like colorful rooms personally. I always was a big fan of colorful rooms.
We'll talk some
And then
more
I
later.
realized
As
I
soon
get
as you figure it out,
overstimulated
let me
really
know.
easily. And so it's having like white space is helpful for me in some capacity. But I use decorations and things that have colors and like nature things like plants and stuff, and that livens it up, but oh, it messes with you when you have headaches. I could see that. Do you guys have my information yet? Please.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me. Got the name of those
Oh
dancing
my
shoes
gosh.
Still working on it.
yet? Catch you later.
Remember, when in
Besties.
doubt, call.
I want the answer. Okay. Oh, I need
Can't
to...
check that off yet. Haven't done that yet. Finish that.
Okay.
Haven't done that yet.
Okay. Try to see if I can figure this out. And then I'm probably going to be going ahead and getting off in the next 5 to 10 minutes. I don't want to go too late, and this is not one of the longer games, so I think we can
Sup?
easily finish it in two weeks.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints. And now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Have you been in this room the whole time you've been on the train?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not
You
only
wanna
am I getting
repaint
some
to a
real
different shade of
unusual
blue?
EMRs, that's
What kind of shade of blue?
electromagnetic
Like a
readings.
darker shade,
But
lighter
take a look at
shade?
this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
It's
You're
like
skeptical.
what's his
That's
face
cool.
from National
Just
Treasure.
remember, the
It
key
spells
word when it comes to
smudge.
ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob
gosh,
is
what
the
is his
result of
name?
Camille's
Riley.
residual life force, spirit, if you will, reacting with the
Smudge.
chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be
When you
a
have so light, it's
flaw
kinda
in the
gray.
photographic paper?
I
Okay,
had
it
my
could be
room
that
a dark
too,
blue
but it's not.
at one point,
Trust me.
and I had my room dark blue and I had it lighter blue, and I liked the lighter blue better. But the light blue was it was like a robin's egg blue, kind of.
Any truth to the rumor that your show's about to be canceled?
Newsflash.
I've
my
done a lot
show
of blue
was
stuff because I
canceled.
like blue. I
Happened
actually
last
have a
night.
door in
But
my
what
house
nobody
that's
knows
dark
yet
blue,
is that it's
right?
been picked up by a
right
major
to my-
TV
right
network.
there.
Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
I'll let you get back to work.
Come back anytime.
Okay, let's go confront Tino about lying. Let's talk about stealing stuff.
What's going on?
Blue's your favorite color. I like blue. It's a very, very nice color.
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
No, not really.
I'm a detective. You know how it is.
I dumped her.
Whatever,
okay?
klepto.
I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that?
So are
I
you.
dumped her
Right back
because-
at you.
Because people said
Can't
going out
stop,
with her would
won't
make
stop.
me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore. Still don't feel like talking.
But what about
Still
now?
don't feel like
Okay.
talking.
You guys have my stuff yet?
Okay, let's talk about stealing stuff.
There it is.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command.
But hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful.
Stop messing with that!
At Chatoyan. Chaussettetes. Chateoyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussettes Chatoyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Okay. So, Chaussette. And then Chatoyan. Okay.
I better
Amazing.
go.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Oh, and the emergency brake, that would have been great. Buddy.
Still don't
Okay.
feel like talking.
That's fine. Okay, let's see if we can do the dolls really quick and then call it for tonight. I got what you're saying. Okay. So Chantilly Hildegard will be first. I want to say that might be her. And then Awful Ursula. So that's the redhead. And then Sickly Sarah. The, oh wait, who's E.T.? Edna the Terrible. That's the one that... No, not that one. No. Okay, I think it's that one, because it's the one that cries. Then Teddy Eberhardt. So that would be him. And then SC is... I'm missing one. Apparently. So that's somebody. And then Hagar Anderson. So blank space. And then him. Then Thomasina O'Neill. Yawning Alice. Naughty Tina. And then Liza Sandberger, so she has the red ribbon. Aha! I did it. Hello, Johanna. I think we are getting off in just a couple minutes, but... Oh, hold on. About to pull cookies out of the oven. Ooh, what kind of cookies did you make? Also, what is the point of like the collage project in here? Anyone know the answer to that? Okay.
With any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Okay, finally. That took some cheeky finagling. Still have 1 pack of Pillsbury pumpkin sugar cookies. Ooh, I need to get some of the picture cookies. I don't know if they still... Oh, no, I didn't want to change cars. Those things are so good. And I haven't had any in, like, forever. That's a drafted collage that makes me wish it actually held a clue. That's the bane of your existence? Oh my word.
James Thurston.
Okay, so now we have that info. And we can tell that to the
Nancy,
Hardy Boys.
you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Oh, come on. You heard them. They were ready to tear each other
Might
to
be
shreds.
Christmas pictures now, but great, no matter what.
Charlena and Lori.
I am good
All
with
we heard was
whatever.
the tail
They all
end of it,
taste the same and they're
unfortunately, we really couldn't
delicious.
make out what they were saying.
So you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
Okay. I'm gonna say investigate the argument. And on that note, I think we're going to call it there for the night. So, thanks to everyone for getting on and joining tonight. Appreciate you guys being here, and I'm enjoying playing this game, and it's like every time I play it, it grows on me more and more. It does have certain charms to it, and I'm definitely enjoying playing through it. Yeah, Johanna, I'm sorry we didn't get to play for longer while you were here, but thank you for coming by. And thanks to everyone else who has been here throughout the stream. And I am planning to stream tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And I think I'm going to be doing the Cupboards and Drawers DLC for A Little to the Left. I think that's my plan. And so tune in for that. I'm not sure about Stardew Valley for this Friday because Ducky's been having technical issues, and depending on what's going on with all that, I might be doing another solo stream. We shall see, but I will keep you guys posted on that. And again, thank you everyone for being here and for watching, for liking the video, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. See you around. Bye-bye.